Who were you when you were born? I don't mean physically. I mean, what was your energetic makeup? Who are you underneath the you show the world? Who are you in the foundation of your soul? For that matter, who am I? Who is anyone? Does this even matter? Or are we floating on a rock circling a gigantic ball of fire just because time created oxygen and nitrogen and science just happens to exist? Or maybe we don't exist at all, and each moment in our perceived journey is just a dream, and other humans are projections of our own imagination, and nothing really matters at all. Except we fight. We fight to be right. We fight for knowledge and superiority and to be wealthy and have fame and to be better, or to be at least better than someone. Even if it is someone we don't know, in a country we will never step foot in, speaking a language we will never learn. Except we know that person exists. Is that person a projection of our own imagination? Why would I project another human who I don't know to live in such poverty? Why do I perceive others as being poor? Why do I judge another's existence to be less than my own? What is it about my soul that was born into the circumstances that I arrived in? How did I accept the life that I have led and made the decisions I did, or allowed life to guide me in such a way that others are suffering because of the way I was raised, because of the education I received, because of the values I was given and the life path I was encouraged to take? Have I been able to balance out the damage I caused in this life? Have I put enough encouragement, enough compassion, enough love and light and strength and drive, and have I helped enough people? Have I done my part in bettering our community, our family, our country, our humanity, our dear, dear Mother Earth? Have I spread enough joy and resilience and explored the world enough? Have I learned enough history or thought through enough alternative viewpoints? Have I worried enough about my fellow humans or lived enough moments in another's shoes? Will I ever understand suffering or heartbreak or the whys and hows of people causing pain? Will I ever find love? Will I ever know passion? Will I ever realize my purpose or know why I am here at all? Who am I? Why was I born? Is it as simple as my parents making love in a moment and fertilizing an egg, then 9 months later popping me out? And I cried, but then I was comforted and fed enough that I survived to be taught how to be human? And then I was ushered along in our system that was created by those who came before me, who decided that this is what life is about. And this is how humans live. And everyone has just accepted it. Or if they didn't accept it, they faltered in changing it up to this moment. And now this is my turn to take a stand and see what I can change or fail while trying. How many souls are born each day? How many souls make it to this place where I am questioning and searching and frustratingly feeling like I have no choice, and failure is falling from the sky, and heartbreak is rampant, and numbness is medicine, and blindness is fashion, and hunger is spread en masse? Why is it that seemingly everyone can agree that nothing is working, but nobody can agree on how to change it? How did we populate this planet full of humans who cannot agree on the flow of our lives? Is this enlightenment? Or at what point do we throw our hands up in dismay and collectively decide to quit fighting? Is this the storm? When will we realize our laws and our rules do not do what we were taught they do? Will politics save us? When do we realize that borders and countries are made up in our heads and money is a means of control? What does government do? When will we decide to uphold caring for our neighbors, even if that neighbor is someone we will never meet? Would you recognize truth if it was standing before you? How can we raise our children to believe what we were taught even though we do not believe it ourselves? What does your mask look like? When was the last time you gave kindness? When was the last time you genuinely smiled? When was the last time you looked in the mirror? How can we continue lying to ourselves? How can we rape our homes and pillage our lands and spread false knowledge and decide we are doing good? How can we applaud our leaders and pay for protection when our leaders do not care for us, nor do they protect us? How can we walk through life not looking at each other and making small talk and not really care about what is happening around us? What does me thinking or writing or speaking even do in this wide world? Am I just being optimistic to think I could say something or do something or change something so that someone somewhere in the world might feel love in some way? And maybe one person at one point in my life will gain comfort. Or maybe one human will be healed. Or maybe someone will smile. And maybe, for just one brief moment in my life, I can give wealth or make someone feel better than they did just 1 second ago. Why do I have so many questions? Why am I so angry at the world I came into? Why can I not just project the love and acceptance I want to see in the world? And why do I find trouble wherever I go? Will I ever stop healing? What is my highest good? And is there a good that is higher than this reality? Is this reality all I am given, all I got, all I will ever experience? What can I even change when the world is so big and I am one person? But what if I had answers instead of questions? Imagine if you could put a smile on one person's face. Imagine if you could give someone comfort when they needed it most. Imagine if we could live with love as the law. Imagine if you were created for a purpose. Imagine if it wasn't your past, but it is your future that is needed. Imagine if something you do today reaches someone in a different country speaking a language you will never speak, and that person never knew you existed. But the smile you put on one person's face caused a ripple of kindness that extended beyond what you can fathom in your brain. What if you didn't need money and didn't need a fence around your home? What if your food was pure and picked out of the earth this morning? What if you created the system you lived in? What if you believed in God and that there was an idea greater than humanity? What if Earth was not the only planet to hold life? What if we communicated telepathically and didn't need words? What if we didn't have secrets? What if we didn't know how to lie? What if we weren't taught how to be human? What if we were all born equal? What if we are born to be filled with love? What if we felt that love? What if we embodied that love? What if we are born at this point in our lives knowing that we are magically human? What if we lifted the least bold, the least wealthy, the least educated, the most impoverished human we could into living a good life? What if I was that person? What if you were that person? Who would you be? What would you do? Would you allow yourself to feel everything? Or would you shut everything out and walk around as if you owned the world? What if you needed help? But what if you had everything at your fingertips? What if we make our pain conscious and learn about why we cause it to one another? What if we are healed and never have to experience what it is to suffer? What if you could answer all of my questions? What if the answer to all of my questions is love? What if